Hi, welcome to Smart Sound Kenya first podcast. Becoming the Beth I never had. My name is Beth Terry Wawira, founder and director Smart Sound Kenya. This space is for truth, healing, and change. I work with children or women whose stories are often unheard, stories of pain, survival, and hope. This podcast is about giving them a voice and creating lasting change in their lives. I want to start with my story and a decision that changed my life. I chose to become the Beth I never had when I was growing up. To me, Beth is the person who shows up when you are overwhelmed, the one who listens without judgmental and becomes your safe space. Growing up, I needed that person. Many times, she wasn't there, and the silence continued. In my community, girls were raised to be strong but silent. We were taught endurance before dreaming, adjustment before speaking. And you begin to believe your voice does not matter. Actually, mine, I couldn't say it wasn't. It was not. It could not matter of anything. When I went through FGM, that is female genital mutilation, it was presented as culture necessary for every womanhood. No one explained the emotional weight. No one asked if I was ready. You just learn to accept. And later, early marriage came because I was old enough. Unfortunately, I was still a child, trying to understand who I was and why am I going all through this. Nobody was there. Nobody was there to answer me. The silence in me was big and covered. Nobody asked me what I wanted. But behind it, there was powerless love. The love, but no power. How? Here is the part many people doesn't discuss. There were people who loved me, but they had no power to protect me. They were afraid. I think they believed this was just life. And furthermore, they also endured or didn't know how to fight. Silence continues, not always from a lack of care, but from the feeling of powerlessness. I carried that silence, oh my, for a long time. And the silence was heavy. It convinces you are the part of the pain. And the pain that you are going through, it is normal. Being a girl child when you are growing up. And it was painful. And one day, the shift came. One day I started questioning myself. Why are girls taught to endure before confidence? Why are children carrying burdens they don't understand? I realized it is not normal. The realization was painful but powerful. Painful but very powerful. It was my awakening. My awakening. I learned the pain can either bury you or build you up. I made a choice. I could not remain silent anymore. And there were two choices. I either remain silent, or I could turn my silence, I could turn my pain into purpose. I chose purpose. That's what I chose. And that's how the birth of Smart Child Kenya came about. Smart Child Kenya wasn't born from perfection. Rather, it was born from a decision to show up for others the way I needed someone to show up for me. It is a promise. It is a promise. Girls will not walk alone. Women will have a voice. And children will be protected. Oh my. Turning my pain into purpose. And Smart Child Kenya was born. I'm taking hibiscus. I like it. In our peri-urban communities, survivors often feel like that's the only option. That's why our work is more than talk. We mentor girls, we support single mothers, we create safe space, and teach economic empowerment. Empowerment is access, knowledge, and the ability to choose. Quotes and quotes, ability to choose. Back there, my mother, my parent, they had no ability to choose. But now, the freedom is here with Smart Child Kenya. Well, this work, or this work, rather let me say this work, is personal. Every girl we reach carries a piece of my young self, my young me, my young self. I am driven by one question. What if someone had done this for me? What if somebody had just given me a magical touch on my shoulder when I was suffering like I am today? But I don't dwell in bitterness, no, because I know and I believe it was a seed which was planted. And this is the time that the seed is sprouting out. Being very strong. Now, A message for you. To the girls listening, you are not too small to dream or too broken to raise up. Your voice matters. Your voice matters. To parents, we can raise strong girls without silencing them. We can honor culture while protecting our daughters. To our supporters, thank you for investing in dignity and confidence, not just a program, but we are a big family. I'm here because of you. Since 2014, that's when Smart Child Kenya organization was born. It is because of your effort that we have impacted so many lives. And that is your joy, and this is my joy too. Okay, I speak today not a victim, but a builder, a woman who decided the cycle should stop, and should stop here, and should stop because of me and you. This podcast is just the beginning. We'll share stories of pain, but also of strength and transformation. All you listen. As you listen, perhaps you'll find your voice again. All become the Beth someone else desperately needs. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me. And I'm humbled for having you. Thank you. This is Smart Child Kenya. Let's walk this journey together.